Hello there. Welcome to day 2 of the Medieval Blacksmith. Hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. Want to start the bot. Forgot to start the bot. Hey Arnold. Hi Constant Gaming. Never too old for Lego. Good to see you too. Never too old for Lego. I saw your video. Saw your songs. The second song is better. I'm going to get started here in just a second. All right. Hey, thank you, Constant Gaming. Um, Today it's not the winter beverage. I already forgot what the name of it. Winter Solid or something like that from IKEA. Today it's just Monster. Monster in a mug. Well, I'm not sure the bot's going to start. Which I mean, if it doesn't start, it's no big deal. At this point, it's just going to say like hello if someone says something for the first time. I am going to start the music though, and I guess I'm going to start building. This is different from yesterday. Same theme, you know. Yeah, I think I prefer the alternative version to the rock one. So, yeah, I'm wearing the same outfit as I was yesterday. Um, it's not hot, really. It's not too hot. So I didn't get stinky sweaty yesterday. So I figured I would go ahead and redo it. Now I did delint it, but I had a couple cats just look at me, and that means, you know, suddenly I've got like a bunch of cats around me. That's just how it goes. 6 cats, ladies and gentlemen, 6 cats. So I hope everyone had a more productive day today than me. I had all these great intentions today, and I got almost nothing. I swear, it's all about that jet lag. My body still thinks that I'm on Singapore time. I think if I stay up all night long and go to sleep tomorrow, I will. No, jet lag is not gone.
Hello there.
If I stay up all night and fall asleep tomorrow night, I might be able to reset everything, but I think it would be horrible trying to do a stream in that sleep. Oh, hey, look, I guess the bot's working now. So I'm hoping that maybe by Monday night I'll be back to normal. So what happens is I get extremely tired at some point. Like, and if I can manage to take a nap, then I'll be fine. But if I can't take a nap, like what happened today, I couldn't fall asleep, then I'm just wrecked for the rest of the day. And so I'm wrecked for the rest of the day. But I'll be able to make it. Will conversation probably die down at some point? Yep. Will I start yawning in a little bit? Yep. But we will make do. And I'm digging this little archer figure. But it's not really fitting in her hands very well. Okay, let's do this. So it's only a matter of time before I become a castle stream. No, I'm just kidding. I am really enjoying this build, though. Be really enjoying it if I could get... Ah, there we go. She's a woodsman. I kind of wish that it was a little different, though. Oh, hey, I forgot to put her little sheath on her. So it appears like in this bag, I'm going to be building a tree, which I have done before. I built like the bonsai tree, which was pretty fun. It was a little tedious though, with all the leaves and the frogs and all that stuff. Yeah, I know, right? Huge castle. Like, what would be a huge castle though? Like, how many pieces would you consider a huge castle? I see some mocks for like 5,000 piece castles, and those seem like they would be fairly sizable. I think I saw a mock today that takes 5 of the 31120 sets. And I think about, man. Oh, also, I was working on thumbnails today, and my wife was trying to help me out. And she's like, honey, it just... what's going on in the background? What's all that stuff in the back? It doesn't make sense. It's too busy. Can you remove it? I'm like, remove it? Those are massive Star Wars sets. I can't remove those. And she's like, yeah, but you're not dressed like Star Wars, so no one's going to really understand what's going on. I'm like, yeah, you've got a point there. So now I'm thinking, do I need to diversify my shelf behind me? Put some stuff up there that's not necessarily Star Wars related. My wife's pretty smart. Of course, she is an anesthesiologist, so you pretty much have to be smart to have that job. Okay, so this is a well. And the well goes over here. I like Renaissance fairs. I've been to a few of them in Kansas. I think I went to one in Virginia. I don't think I went to any in Ohio. They had one nearby, but I think I was out of town for that one. Yep, I always seem to be going out of town and missing great things like you guys. I kind of going on that cruise really feels like it kind of screwed up my momentum a little bit. Plus, I did that YouTube promotion, and that did not help things. So after the YouTube promotion, YouTube really isn't pushing my channel very much anymore because there's not a lot of people that are tuning in. So likes actually help a great deal now. So if you guys wouldn't mind giving some likes, that would probably help me get pushed back to the front page again. Although, when I did search for Medieval Blacksmith today, I think I was about the 5th result. So that was a little heartening. Hey, Alex. Good to see you. It's been a bit. Tree trunk. So there is actually a little bit more to this outfit that I haven't put on. Like it has like a belt, and then it has like some bracers. But I think those two things would make the difference between the outfit being hot and bearable under these lights, because I've got a light there, and there. I might be overlighting it up, actually. I have all the lights because lights really help during like speed builds and stuff like that. But let me tell you, these lights are so much better than the ones I had before. Who's Gordon? I'm just dressed as blacksmith on his day off, I guess, because I don't have the apron. Okay, that looks right. I don't like the gap in between, but maybe that's supposed to be there. Yeah, everyone's here tonight. I'm so happy. There's smaller ones. So while I didn't get a whole lot done today, I did get to play with Charlotte a lot outside today. That pupper loves the snow like you would not believe. She loves snowballs being chucked at her, believe it or not, because she tries to catch them and eat them. So she had a good time today. And thumbnails, I worked on those for a fair amount of time today. I'm not an artistic person, so doing thumbnails takes a while. Okay, Constant, have a good dinner. Hope it's something yummy. All I had for dinner today was some chips and salsa. Just haven't been very hungry. Mostly sleepy, not very hungry. So this goes here. Cool. What wonderful techniques. Also, this tree looks like it's going to be a little bit bigger than I thought. I think it's really neat to work on a new set because there's just all these little nuances in like a set like this that you would not find in like Star Wars. And my Raven's shield is a little slanted. Demanded fixing. All these the same. So to kind of expand on what I was discussing yesterday with the leaks, April 1st, back end is coming out. They say it's going to be somewhere around 2,000 pieces. It's supposed to have a gift with purchase, which is supposed to be Gandalf and is in a fireworks cart. And that's supposed to be released April 1st. And I'm kind of looking forward to that because it's going to be a neat little Shire set. I mean, just looking at the size, the projected size. But anyways, yeah, I know what a bayonet is. So I take it that's probably from the Second World War, Alex. Being that you live in France. I think I used the wrong size one of this. "200 years ago, in the south of France, I'm not really familiar with battles that took place in that area unless, you know, 200 years ago would be like 1824. Was that, I think that was post-Napoleon. Let's see if this will go down a little bit more, and it will. this goes. Oh, that's really neat. So there's like a little hole that this post goes in. So if that was in that time frame, then that would of course have been after Napoleon returned from exile from Elba. He had a short stint before he had to go back into exile again, where he remained until his death. Yeah, Napoleon should have stayed out of Russia. Now we start getting into the tedious parts, which are all the leaves and stuff. There's one, there it is. Yep, it's the trademark frog, if it'll focus. Yep, see the little frog. These were all over the bonsai tree. Arnold, yes, I read books. I just finished reading the second book of the three-body problem series called The Dark Forest. It was, it's kind of a little bit of a slog to get through because, you know, that the book is translated to English, but was written for a Chinese audience. So you kind of have to get used to the Chinese names and, you know, but it's a phenomenal series by an excellent author. I look forward to starting the third book in the series here pretty soon. Yeah, be careful, Alex, that you don't get an infection or anything like that. Don't cut yourself, basically. Genres, I like every genre except for nonfiction. I can't really read nonfiction very much. It doesn't interest me very much, which is kind of funny because my wife is the exact opposite. She reads, you know, pretty much purely nonfiction. Now, that doesn't include history. Like, I can read history books like no tomorrow. Like, I love reading about, you know, World War I, II, British history, Scottish history. I love those types of books. But if you were to give me like a self-help book or something like that, it would be a snore fest for me.
Hello there.
Hey, Todd. It's good to see you again. Welcome to a non-Star Wars themed build. Also, welcome to me in this dapper little cloak. How about you, Arnold? What kind of books do you like? It's going pretty good. I'm at the kind of a tedious part where it's sticking all these little leaves on the tree, but other than that, it's pretty good. I feel like I'm toning down my enthusiasm. This has been an amazing build so far. I love building it up. I love the little details with the pauldrons, the shield, the little helm, the grinder. There's a couple anvils, little swords in a bucket. Cobbling on the walls. I mean, that's just a lovely little touch. I've got like a pumpkin patch that could probably be expanded a little bit. Bellows that when pushed in makes the furnace glow. Oh, you can't really see it from the side right now, but we'll cycle through. So I'm loving it. It's great. I'm happy that I got the set. When I got this set, I wasn't really wasn't sure what to expect because, you know, at the time I was still doing a lot of UCS sets. I got it because it was retired and it was highly recommended. And it was a great choice. I'm glad that I did not wait until I got done with all the UCS sets to do it. So, hey, Team Blacksmith, thank you very much, Team Blacksmith. I think I put that in backwards, actually. So, science fiction. The first book of The Expanse. Can't remember what the name of it is now. But that would be a pretty good one if you ask me to start with. The Expanse has it's great sci-fi and sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. The Expanse is great sci-fi. It's about what, six books in the series, and they adapted some of it to a show that's on Amazon. So I do recommend. Sorry, I feel like one of these should be on top of this post, but it doesn't really fit, so I guess I'm wrong. Just a little hard to see. Oh, I see. There's actually 3 I'm putting on here. Okay, cool. Now it all makes sense. here's the beginning of my tree. Wow. Looks pretty nice. Still have a little bit of work to do. Let's see. The snow speeder went great. I did have a missing piece, but I had an extra silver piece, and it was just to hold the cockpit in. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. So I just used the silver piece. Other than that, that was also a fantastic build because of all the little details in the cockpit and such. It was a home run, the snow speeder was. I'm glad I have another one to build, a first gen one. But I think that's going to be a little while until I get to that one. Are you still sorting out stuff, Todd? I think every time I talk to you, it feels like you're sorting out Legos. And welcome back, Constant Gaming. And the next UCS set is Assault on Hoth. I start that one Monday night, 6 o'clock. And then after that, I think it's TIE Fighter. And then after TIE Fighter, I think it's Slave 1. So I'm building out 4 of these. So I'm just going to build out 4 of them at the same time, piece by, or step by step. This is, yeah. I don't think I've seen that either, Alex, but I'll have to check it out someday, just so I understand the references. Of course, hopefully they have something that's translated or at least dubbed in English, because I have a feeling The Visitors is French show. And Arnold, another thing about the Expanse series is that they handle physics in space more realistically. Like if you travel too fast in space, it's possible that you'll stroke out, which I think is more realistic. Also, if you suddenly stop in space, you die, which I think is more realistic. The proper thing to do if you're traveling very quickly in space is to flip and decelerate, which, you know, takes time. I think that Star Trek and Star Wars have space travel wrong, where if you come out of, you know, warp speed, you're fine. I don't think that's really what would happen. I think you would die. I think the longer branch gets this light green leaf. feel like I've heard the visitors before, and I think it's because one of the actresses in it. I'm terrible with names, so I won't be able to say what her name was, but she was in Casino Royale. I think she was a Bond girl. I just can't remember her name. And she's been in a few other movies too.
Hello there.
So it looks like an apple goes into this tag here, this hole here. Okay. So I'm actually building 8 of these things. Hey, Zim. Yes, the costume's back. The costume is back because I mean it's not very hot, and it passed the smell test. And what's the smell test? The smell test is me asking my wife, "Hey, does this smell?" She said no, so it's all good. I know it's an advanced process, isn't it? Oh yeah, gosh, I can't remember his name, but he was in another movie. Well, he's been in several movies, but he was in another movie called Wasabi that I enjoyed. So I am building a tree, Zim. Kind of like your little bonsai tree that you got. Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult because sometimes it's hard to really read which one of these is supposed to be going where. And when I say which one, it might be hard to tell, but one of these is actually longer than the other. So this one on top, this is the one that's longer than the other. So it's like, well, which one is this supposed to have? Like Jean Reno, that's right. What is it supposed to have? The white or the light green, or is it supposed to have dark green leaf? Fortunately, there's not multiple shades of red I have to deal with, because that was truly annoying with the bonsai tree. And my eyes are not what they used to be, unfortunately. I might be able to do pull-ups still at my age, but reading stuff still requires glasses if I'm going to really read something small. And I guess some of y'all aren't in my Discord, but I we did a walkthrough of like Sky Gardens in Singapore, and on 4:30 they had an exercise area, and they had they had rings that you could do pull-ups from. That had a little exercise or a little balance board, and they had some other things. And so I went to the pull-up rings and I started doing a couple pull-ups. And my wife's like, "No, stop! Let me take a video of this." So I did. So actually, I think I did about 6 or 7 pull-ups. 2 of them or 3 of them were captured on video. And I was like, "Hey, send me that video." All right, so let's make sure that these are all the way they're supposed to be. Looks like they are. And I still have, I think, one of these to build yet. Yeah, the bonsai tree, I mean, like I said, it's tedious. You know, it has options for pink or green, and you can, you know, swap it out depending on the season. I'm like, I'm not swapping this out. This is just going to stay pink forever. I don't want to have to do this every time at the seasons. The bonsai is beautiful. Yeah, Constant. Those water balls did actually at one point fall out once. So that backpack, I carried that backpack everywhere we went, and usually it had 3 umbrellas, 2 power packs, water bottles, sunscreen, sometimes raincoats, and it was a lot to carry all the time. And so when we went to the Jewel in Singapore, and we spent like, what was it, 12 hours there, I was carrying all those shopping bags, and I had the backpack with me. It was not a very fun time. It was so nice to actually like sit down at like a restaurant, because I could finally take the backpack off. And you had to carry umbrellas with you all the time, because the weather is finicky there. You never know if you're gonna be dealing with rain or sun. And when we went to Sentosa Island, it wasn't supposed to rain at all, but we brought our umbrellas, and sure enough, it rained. So we were well equipped. We also had waterproof shoes too. So I actually have not seen the movie Crazy Rich Asians, but now I'm gonna have to watch it so I can see all the things that we did in that movie. And believe it or not, I'm almost done with this step. So Alex, the flight there was 16 or 17 hours. And the flight back was just over 14. I don't know. I guess it's just because of the headwinds is the difference in the flight time. I didn't look it up. It is a little strange that the return flight was so much shorter. So we did fly business class. So it was bearable, although I had, as I talked about in Discord, there was equipment issues I had to deal with. Cool. All right, so I guess this goes up a little bit. And I'm placing these in a fashion that the apple looks like it's hanging straight down. And how neat is this? Except for this one. So it looks like they want this one to actually be on the right. I tell you, it was really weird to land before I took off. When you look at the time, I mean, of course, you know, that's not really the way it works with time. But I left at 10:10 in the morning and landed at 9 in the morning. All right. So the tree is done. Very cool. Wish I could really zoom with these cameras. I might be able to. Just nervous about a camera issue popping up and then I have to restart the stream. Because OBS can be finicky. Speaking of finicky, this set does not want to stick to this base plate. Also, this bag does not want to open. You can see the tree pretty well from the side cam. This camera likes to try and autofocus too much, I think. So that's why it'll twitch a little bit. Sorry, I forgot I was supposed to start different camera. Thought about doing the speed build capture. Yeah, I have a better camera. But it only works if you decide to start the camera. Yes, Arnold. I just don't know what pieces I need to start the Mills Blade stuff. Like yeah, and that's why I asked Jojo in Discord like what pieces he was using, because it looks like exactly what I need to build out. So when I went to Singapore, I did sleep some, but flying back, I didn't sleep very much. And maybe that's why I'm so jet lagged. I tried to sleep, but I just couldn't get there. I even took some sleep gummies that had melatonin and all that stuff that's supposed to make you fall asleep. But it just couldn't get there. Sweet. So much brick walls to build. And I feel like I'm going to be putting something nice on the outside here. Oh, hey, cool. Thanks, Arnold. I appreciate that. I have to stop by my little hobby shop and pick up some pieces on Monday. Not tomorrow because they're closed. And I have no idea when I'm going to start on my Raven Mox. But I can't wait to start that too. And I'll stream that up. Yes, Arnold, or Alex rather, I have AirPods that have the noise reduction. So although they're very expensive earplugs, basically, and I had some concerns, of course, of them falling out, I still tried to wear them to help me fall asleep, but it was just not working out. So I did watch some movies, though. I watched, on the way there, I watched the Lego movie, which had Chris Pratt as... see, that's just how terrible I am with names. I already forgot his name. But I remember that Will Arnett was Batman, because he always seems to voice Batman. And I've seen Craigle mentioned before, so now I understand what Craigle is. And if you've never seen the movie, Craigle is short for Crazy Girl, Crazy Glue. So if you see anyone mention Craigle, they're talking about Crazy gluing Lego pieces together. And I watched Ocean's 11. I love that movie. I know I've seen it a million times, but it never gets old. I watched Alien Romulus, which, I mean, pretty much went as you expect any Alien movie to go. No spoilers, though. I mean, it's a scary movie with aliens. That's about as far as I'm going to go. And I think that's all that really the movies I watched. Oh, and I started watching also my #1 movie of all time, Inception. I love Inception. Pretty much anything that Christopher Nolan is a part of is going to be a movie for me. And that does include Tenet. I really actually love Tenet. It's a hard movie to figure out, but once you get it all figured out, I think it's a pretty good movie. I'm looking forward to Christopher Nolan's next movie, which is going to be based on Odyssey. And Matt Damon is Odysseus, and they posted a picture of him the other day, and it's like, I am excited for that movie to come out already. Now, why don't you like Inception, Alex? You don't like the dream within the dream? That was a pretty cool concept. Also, the soundtrack is amazing. Another great soundtrack too is I was just getting ready to say is Interstellar. That soundtrack and that movie is just awesome. Oppenheimer was also a fantastic movie. Um, I did go see Oppenheimer on opening day. So it was Barbieheimer that day at the movie theater, but I've not seen the movie Barbie, so I'm not a part of the Barbieheimer memes. The movie theater here, by the way, is terrible. I think I've mentioned it before. There's no reclining seats. There's no, well, I mean, nothing is really adjustable very much. It's gets terribly uncomfortable after about 30 minutes. The sound system isn't great. The movie, I mean, it's not very digital. I long to see a movie at IMAX again. For those of you living in a big city, appreciate, or even access to a big city, appreciate all the little nuances you have because you will miss them when you. Well, this color scheme is pretty great. Really? It's been a decade since you've been in a movie theater, Zim? A decade? There's the piece I was looking for. I used to love going to the movies. Well, I think it's the cloak really that evokes the Shire. My wife does not like to go to the movies either, but it's not because she doesn't like to be in a theater. She just hates all the movies that are coming out right now. She is a big fan of the cinematography and color of 80s movies, and she feels that everything that's coming out right now is just colored terribly. And I can understand that, but I think it's still a stretch to hate on all of cinema right now. I did get her to go see Don't Worry Darling though. her reaction to that was, I believe, mixed. I thought it was a neat concept. Yeah, I understand. So I take it, Sam, you probably don't like it very much that the next installment for Mandalorian and Grogu is a movie, huh? I really don't like that they did that as a movie either. I feel like they should have made that into a series. But I guess they've wrapped filming, so it should be out in not too long. Probably next year. I'm also pretty psyched for Andor Season 2 because I think what I saw was a real trailer for the show, and it has some people that made appearances in Rogue One, like Fennec. Well, I hope I'm not spoiling anything. No, Krennic, not Fennec. Huh. I guess this is a fireplace I'm making here. It's pretty neat. What do you mean alternative methods to watch it, Zim? I mean, I guess I can show the shelves tonight. I mean, I haven't built the other ones yet. So, I mean, I feel like I should build the other ones before I really show any of them off, because it's just an empty gap over there with some deconstructed shells in front. I guess if you want to see the shelves behind me. Hey, Chris. It's good to see you. It's been a bit. I commented yesterday that you were probably missing the stream last night because you were playing Magic. So I actually kind of poo-pooed Andor Season 1 because I felt it was just taking so slow to get to the point. I'm like, this has to be the worst Star Wars show ever. And boy, was I wrong. When it started to get rolling, it was amazing. Yeah, I figured you were probably kicking butt and taking names over there. The trip was great. I'm still feeling a little bit of jet lag. I mean, it's not a terrible amount of jet lag now, but I just right now I'm like just a little tired. I'm able to carry on now. So yeah, in Singapore we did just about everything that the wife wanted to do. So it was a win. We only got rained on twice, and we were well prepared, and it didn't really hamper our plans very much. We made it back without incident, even though it was extremely cold when we landed. And I was not prepared because my coat was in checked luggage. So all in all, it was a good trip. And because we saw just about everything the wife wanted to see, we probably won't have to go back again for a long time, if ever. And there was nothing wrong with the city at all. It was oh, bye Alex. Thanks for showing up. It was good to see you again. So I guess I could sum up quickly what we did for Chris since he hasn't been around. We went to something called the Gardens by the Bay. They had these very tall artificial trees. We went there in the daytime to check them out because you know, you can go on like this pretty neat sky bridge that crosses two trees, and they have an observatory at the top of the tallest trees, so you can just, you know, kind of see the city pretty good from there. And then we ate, and then we went back to the hotel room, and then we came back later that night, and they have a light show, which is pretty cool to see. We also went shopping at the big mall right in front of the Sky Garden at the Marina by the Sands. And if you look at the skyline of Singapore, you see like these three towers that are joined at the top, and something that looks like a ship. That's a hotel, but just before the hotel, you have the shopping center. And then we went to Little India, we went to Chinatown, we went to the Muslim Quarter. We ate at restaurants nearby, except for we didn't eat anything at Little India. So I didn't have any Indian meals in Singapore. Oh yeah, we had Michelin star rated Vietnamese chicken and rice, which is a traditional Singaporean meal. Um, let's see, we had kaya toast several times. Kaya is made out of coconut, and that's also kind of like a traditional Singaporean breakfast. Um, I had some of the best vermicelli I've ever had in my life. Had the best Turkish food I've ever had in my life. I mean, it was very yummy. Had some amazing bao. Had ginger pudding, which was a little too ginger. What else? Yeah, I guess that's that. We didn't like eat at Shake Shack or McDonald's or anything like that. It was all good stuff. The one time that we went to Shake Shack, it was to just get a shake because they had some kind of like some kind of red velvet shake that was unique to Singapore. We also had something called Mr. Coconut, which I guess it's famous in Singapore. Might actually be famous in Asia. But the closest I'd say we went to a chain was a place called French Baguette. And we did have like French stuff. So cool. That's step 6. Step 7. How am I doing on time? Pretty good. Is that a bird and a boa in your Lego town, or is that a bird and a boa in your town? All right. Ooh, hey, cool. Looks like chalice, turkey leg, carrots. I don't really like carrots very much myself. Is there a special bird in your town? My sister-in-law has a boa constrictor that's at my mother-in-law's house. So they feed it like rats. Preferably live ones, which is a little horrifying. This must be just a little carrot piece. Just a little carrot piece. I'm sorry, Chris. Well, there's streams now, and until May. I have to leave again in May. So true story. I absolutely love turkey legs. Like, I will go out of my way at like Renfests, at Six Flags, or wherever to get me some turkey legs. I really liked the bacon covered turkey legs, like the ones that Ron Swanson eats in Parks and Rec. Okay, this down there better now. So the good news is after I go on vacation in May, I should be done taking vacations until December. So that's a whole 6 months of no breaks. I say that actually, but there's a chance I'll have to go to St. Louis just to visit the in-laws. Okay, so I think I have all food stuff on here now. Oh, there's still a little bit more to go. I'm building a pot with soup in it. That's hanging, actually. It's pretty neat.
Hello there.
There's the pan. I think this is a cleaver. Hey, Bricka Mode. I really enjoy your videos where you get the pack of minifigs and you talk about if you're gonna make your money back. And I like it because I don't really know anything about the prices of minifigs, so I find your videos to be interesting. Man, I really dig turkey legs. The only time I was really disappointed about turkey legs is I went to, what was it? I went to BlizzCon in 2019 where I got this handy little mug. And they had turkey legs, and by the time I got to the turkey legs, they ran out of turkey legs. So I did not get a turkey leg at BlizzCon. I was borderline very sad. Oops. I'm supposed to combine something with this soup. Of course, now everything's going to fall apart. I went to Six Flags for Oktoberfest. That's the last time I had a turkey leg. And why did we go to Six Flags for Oktoberfest? We had not ever been to Six Flags for Oktoberfest, and the in-laws were curious about what it would be like. So we went, and it's pretty much what you would expect at Six Flags, where it was okay, but not the best. And yes, that is a Hearthstone mug. You are correct. Once upon a time, I used to play a lot of Hearthstone. And then I got a little mad because sets were rotating out. And so I started playing Magic. And then sets started rotating out. But I'm like, well, you know what? Magic sure seems more fun to play than Hearthstone. So I kept playing Magic. But yeah, that's basically what launched me back into Magic the Gathering. Also, the fact that everyone at work was playing Magic the Gathering helps me get into Magic the Gathering again. And now I can't afford Magic the Gathering anymore because all my money is going to Legos. So these look like they're basically just mosaic counters, like countertops. No, what am I talking about? These are chairs. I'm building chairs. What threw me off was I'm using what looks like axes to build chairs. These are big chairs. See, look at that. It's a chair. Yeah, these are very fancy chairs. These are not IKEA level chairs. Yeah, Chris, I want you to take a look at my collection too. I have to drop off a big bin of cards at some point. So, small update. I am still not overly hot in this. Still feel comfortable. No sweat draping down my brow. Just realized I have no idea where my... Oh, it's in my pocket. I couldn't remember if I brought my phone downstairs or not. So we got a chimney here. Very cool. Love all the details. So Constant, I actually have a short that for some reason only has like 46 views that has my full UCS collection, all the sets in boxes. And you know, some of it was filmed before I built some of the sets, but yeah, I have a short that I went through and I the first gen Falcon, second gen Falcon, first speaker, second speaker, Red One, Venator, AT-AT, first gen Star Destroyer, second gen Star Destroyer. So if you want to see that, it's actually it's one of the shorts I have posted. And actually, Arnold, too, that would be a good way for you to see my shelving as well. The most shocking lack of attention, I guess, for one of my videos is that short. Like, I'm surprised that that short didn't blow up because, I mean, it has all my UCS sets in it. I almost promoted that short, but funny thing is, you have to have if you set up your AdSense account, and AdSense is what Google uses for setting up promotions, and when you get monetized, it's basically how you run ads, stuff like that. But if you accidentally set up your AdSense account, a business, and person. You're not actually a business, and you have no way to prove that you're a business. So I had two options. I could either like literally delete the Mac Builds Bricks YouTube account and start scratch, or get registered as a business in the state of Missouri. So believe it or not, it was easier to get registered as a business in the state of Missouri than to go through the rigmarole of trying to get that swapped. So I discovered that when I tried to promote the short I did that has VCS sets. And because I didn't have a way of proving that my account was business, they suspended my AdSense account, which really, I mean, it did nothing for me to suspend that, because I didn't have, like, I wasn't monetized yet. But I knew I wanted to be monetized someday. So I had a small panic about that. So anytime that I mentioned that short I did that has all of my UCS sets, it does bring back some memories of like, oh my gosh, what did I just do? Did I, screw my channel up forever because I tried to promote this stupid video? It all worked out in the end, though. I also have some unboxing videos filmed upstairs in the dining room, where I used to do my Lego builds at before I started. Those were actually some good times. I really liked filming those videos. I think they turned out pretty good for shorts. Okay, I think everything is on and good so far. Oh, really, Chris? Well, that's sad. I didn't know there were limitations on TVs. No, actually, Arnold, you don't have to have it set up as a business. And I don't know why I chose business when I set up AdSense. I could have set it up as personal. But apparently, once you set it up, it's like locked in forever. And it's very difficult to get it changed from a business to a personal account. So I made a small boo-boo. But yeah, it all worked out in the end. I'm registered as a business in the state of Missouri. So what that means is at some point I'll actually have to set up like a merch store so that I can actually sell something in the state of Missouri. because I'm afraid if I don't, then they might revoke my license, and if they do that, then I don't know what would happen to my AdSense account. Try to see if I did something wrong earlier. Yes, that's right. That's right. I just think I have these backwards is all. Now we're good here. Maybe not. I think I forgot to put that there. Okay, now I think we're good. Am I getting choppy and cutting out sometimes, guys? Anyone else notice that besides Chris? Oh boy. I wonder what's going on with that. I guess it's something I'll have to look into before tomorrow. Because I don't think you guys want me doing mic tests midstream to try to figure out what's going on. I have a new powered USB hub that the mic is connected to that then connects to the laptop, and I'm worried that the issue is because of how it's being ran through to the laptop. Was this happening yesterday as well, or is it just today that this is going on? Hey, Constant. See you later. Thanks for showing up. Well, thanks for letting me know, Chris, because I hate to have audio issues, especially. I really love these blues. I guess when I get up next, I'll check on some things, make sure everything's all plugged in the way it should be. So this mic I have is by Shure. It's supposed to be a pretty high quality mic, and I have a Bridgecast 1 receiver, which is supposed to be well, that could just be because I might have the mic set too low. A little better. Anyways, the receiver is a Bridgecast 1, which is also supposed to be pretty good, but well, one of the things you can do is you can kind of train it, and I haven't trained it in a while. But to train it, you have to do like mic tests and stuff like that, and I'm not going to do that midstream. Because there's no way of training it without you guys hearing it too. And that would probably be really annoying. Louder now? Hopefully. Because I turned it up. Zim was right. Zim mentioned yesterday that he felt like I might be too quiet. And I forgot to follow up on that. Jeez. See, the stuff, it felt like it was too loud for me, which is why I turned it down. But maybe my ears are just more sensitive than yours. Ooh. Yeah, I hate audio issues. It's one of the fastest ways that people will stop watching your channel, or at least what I've read. Audio issues and lights, bad lighting. Hey, cool. It's molded. No stickers, molded. Woohoo! Hey, cool. Thank you. Okay, so this must go
Hello there.
in between here like this. It's, oop, snap right on, but
Hello there.
oh, like I don't know if something popped off somewhere. Oh, I bet it was my little meal in my pot popped off. I forgot about that. See, I have a little blacksmith sign. And this must be part of the roof. Hey, Skywalker. Hey, Rex. It's been a while. How you doing? Didn't they have like a water main break in Detroit and it like froze some cars or something like that? By the way, everyone, thanks again for tuning in to my non-Star Wars build stream. I really appreciate the fact that you guys have been watching the last couple days. Gives me some hope for the future when I get done with all my UCS sets and continue to try to build stuff out that you guys will still be around to watch. Robocop stomping ground. Little Maggiano's. No, I don't think I've been to Little Maggiano's, but I believe I've been to like Maggiano's, and I have. I've got an extra piece here that's distressing me a little bit. I feel like this one should be extra. So let's just go through and see if I miss anything real fast. Oh. Did you end up getting all the things you needed for your Blacktron recruitment center, Rex? Okay, Skywalker. I have one Lego Technic set myself that I hope to build out. Not too long from now. Probably it'll be part of one of those randomizer build streams I do again. All right, and all of these are valid extra pieces, I think. Step 8. At the Lego stores I went to in Singapore, they had the Deco Tree, and they had a bunch of other sets I wish were in stock here in the States. Like they had the Endurance, and I really should have bought the Endurance and stuck it in luggage instead of buying the things I did get and stick in luggage. But oh well, I'll remember that for the future. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about all the medieval stuff I have now that, you know, will eventually need to be built. Like how all that stuff's going to be set up. I don't know. I don't know the scale of a 5200 piece castle mock either. That I'll be building out eventually. I went ahead and stuck this on a base plate, but it's not really sticking very well to the base plate, so I'll have to get that figured out too eventually. What are you using to stick your base plates on? Is it like a card table, or is it wood? Yes, I do like Maggiano's. I like the atmosphere. I like the seating. The food is decent, but I don't really go there for the food. I go there because, you know, of the atmosphere and the memories. It's somewhere I used to take the wife when we were dating in Kansas City. Wood planks. I do love that these are actually molded and I don't have to do stickers. In fact, I don't think this set has any stickers at all. Oh, I'm sorry you had a bad experience. Hey, You know, believe it or not, I actually had mac and cheese for lunch today. Kraft macaroni mac and cheese. And for dinner, all I had was some chips and dip. Just not terribly hungry. Blame jet lag. Yeah, Rotel is pretty good. I usually use Rotel when I make dip for watching the Super Bowl. So I did watch the Super Bowl in San Francisco. I don't know if I talked about that. I went to an Irish pub in San Francisco that was not too far from the airport, which was also not too far from the hotel. And it was full of Eagles fans. So, yeah, every time something went great for the Eagles, everyone cheered, and every time something went bad for the Chiefs, they cheered. So I felt like I was a little out of place. It was a terrible showing for the Chiefs. Don't make the easier version. Just make the easy. And I shudder to even think what the easier version of mac and cheese would be. I'm interested to know what kind of mac and cheese you do make, Rex. I've never made fresh mac and cheese before. It's always, I know it's sad, I'll say it. I've never made myself proper mac and cheese either. It's always been in a box. Oh God, that looks so good. You had me at bacon. That sounds very delicious. I wasn't hungry earlier, but now I am. I could add some bacon. I like bacon. I don't like the mess that comes from cooking bacon, though. But it still sounds delicious even if you don't add bacon. We used to cook a lot more in my house, and then my wife, she's on call a lot. So, we don't really cook very much here. Unless she's off, but when she's off, she will go to St. Louis and work there for a week and stay with her mom and her dad. So Skywalker, when you say you want to see how the whole set looks, do you want to see the box, or do you want to see like this in conjunction with this? Rex, we were talking about Mills plates earlier today. I just learned about Mills plates like a couple days ago, and I need to like set up Mills plates for when I start building out more castle stuff. So I've got some time before I start setting up Mills plates. But yeah, and I guess I need to figure out how, like, am I going to stick the Mills plates on a card table or a wood desk? I still have to figure that stuff out. Okay, so what I've built so far, so this, I think this is, sidecam might be a little better. This is, I believe, like a second story here. And you can see overhead detail. We've got like, it's basically, it's a kitchen. So we've got a carrot and a sliced carrot. We've got a turkey leg, lettuce, a couple chalices, some chairs built, a pan with some stuff in it. And then we've got like a hanging pot that goes back and forth. It's got some soup in it. And it's probably like a butter churner here. That's what it's a butter churner there. We've got a keg that's been tapped here and a couple torches. So that's the second level. And then the first level, so you've got a set of pauldrons here and a shield, a Raven Knight shield, and an anvil, a helm, and then you have over here is like the forge, and there's bellows that you can push in somewhere over here. Where's the bellows at? Oh, here. So you can see it light up. And then I'll do the side cam too to kind of show you. And so we built out the tree today. And so the cobbling is very neat. I really like that touch. So here's the bellows are here. So you can kind of see it light up. Not very well because my finger keeps covering it up, but yeah, it's a pretty neat set. It's retired now, so it's going to be a little pricey. I think I got it for $189. I think that's $40 more than the MSRP was. I think it's going now for somewhere around 200 bucks. Yeah, I mean, I have like some Luke Skywalker costumes, but I just don't know at this point like what sets I have left that make sense to dress up like that. I could see maybe getting some more costumes in the future if they're like not expensive, because I already have a monstrous expense in Legos and equipment and stuff like that. Adding costumes to it might get expensive, even more expensive than these are now. So Skywalker, I want to go to Scotland most. That is where my family is from, you know, before they immigrated to the United States. And actually, Scotland and Ireland, it's a trip planned for next year. There's a Doctor Who set. Darth Revan. That sounds like a pretty sweet costume. Also, I think that would probably be pretty hot, like temperature-wise. Because if I recall correctly, Darth Revan wore like a mask, right? I keep seeing the police box Lego set, and it always makes me think of Doctor Who. Of course, that's a red police box, so it's a real police box, not a TARDIS. No, Skywalker. I don't think I can stay up until this is done. So I'll finish this up tomorrow. I think there's like 14 or 15 steps in this set, and I'm only on step 8. So not enough time to finish it tonight, I don't think. And I just don't want to stay up that late. Oh, cool. I guess I didn't remember that Lego Dimensions was a game. That's pretty neat. You know, I could actually see myself dressing up as Darth Revan for Halloween. But I wonder if it would be too obscure for some people to figure out what I'm dressed up as. Like, people did for the most part identify me as Luke Skywalker when I dressed up in the 2 costumes I have. I don't want to dress up as Kylo Ren now. I don't have the abdomen for Kylo Ren. Huh. Well, isn't that something? I don't like AI very much in general. We have Copilot that's supposed to help us code some things out if we want to use it. But I just do it the old-fashioned way. Yeah, I don't like AI. I feel like it could be good, but in its current state, it's more like just something to make profit off of, not as a tool to make humanity better. Okay, Skywalker. Have a good night. Hopefully I'll see you for tomorrow's finale. This is another case of dark brown on brown. Stairs. Pretty cool. Kind of funny. You can pretty much always tell whether or not you're looking at an AI generated image because things just seem to be a little off with AI images. Like there's too many fingers, for example. I tried to use AI to clean up one of my videos for the sound, and it was it was so off the mark. It was so funny. Thank goodness it was free. I didn't have to pay for that. Yeah, good point there. all I want AI for is like to come home and I'm greeted by AI and it turns on my TV and says hello, lets me know what appointments I have left for the day, or what tomorrow is going to bring me, that kind of stuff, like you see in the movies. That's the AI I want. Oh, I'm building a lantern. Oh, well, actually, it's more like a sconce. Pretty cool. See, look at that. See, like the sconce, and it's got like a little yellow cylindrical brick in there for a light. I bet you could like get one of those light my brick set for the set. It would be pretty fantastic. Yeah, kit would be pretty cool. Actually, I'm a big fan of self-driving cars. Like, I was so hopeful when they started talking about those self-driving cars, 10 years ago. I wanted them to be a lot more mainstream because A, I hate driving, and B, theoretically, if everyone is in a self-driving car, then it reduces the chances of getting into serious accidents. In theory, at least. Which is probably why the insurance companies want to kill self-driving cars. Because your premiums go down. Yeah. Yeah, I know. But they had self-driving taxis everywhere in San Francisco. So I'm hopeful that there's still a chance. I should have really tried to take one of those self-driving taxis, actually. I had an opportunity. I got an Uber instead. But a part of me is still hopeful that we'll have more self-driving cars in the future. Just feels like companies seek to quell innovation in order to keep the status quo alive. Anyways. We can still see self-driving cars in the movies. Oh, are you privy to some top secret information, Rex? Or is it, what can't you talk about, I guess? Oh, okay. Well, we don't want that to happen. Okay. I hear you. Probably not good for the old vibe then. Hopefully the music is good for the vibe, because I actually don't know what the music is right now. Other than it's supposed to be medieval related. And hopefully copyright free. This is pretty neat. Feel kind of bad because you guys can't really see what I'm doing very well. Maybe I'll switch to the side camera a little bit. because we were putting some nice little detail on the outside now. This is what I struggled with while filming Bear, where I felt like the building itself was obscuring the building. I guess this can some ways helps a little bit in seeing what's going on. Oh boy. I don't have a hat. And even if I were to order a hat now, which I actually will be ordering a hat, it wouldn't arrive in time because Amazon delivery services is terrible for my area. I'm interested to see when you are done with your Blacktron recruiting office, because it sounds like a really neat concept. And I broke a chair a little bit. Stupid fat fingers. I'm almost done with this outside. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, I know. It is cursed. All right, so all done with the detailing on the outside here. So the red is a pretty fantastic choice compared with the light brown and white brick. It looks really nice. And just goes on top now. Like this, I believe. So now we have 2 stories. Pretty sweet. All right, gonna do this bag, and then I'm gonna call a night after this. And actually, I'm kind of going past a little bit past 9, but I actually didn't say what time I'd be ending, so it's all good. I think we're doing yet another story here. Oh, yeah! I used to do Choose Your Own Adventures a lot. In fact, we actually have a Choose Your Own Adventure board game that the wife and I have played in the past. It's like you choose this choice and then go to page 19. And on page 19, you read up and you've got a little bit of a story. And then if you want to do this, go to page 21, else go to page 1. That kind of stuff I'm assuming you're talking about. Ooh, it's a roof! Blaster Master Zero. I feel like I've heard of this before. I don't think I've played it, but I think I've heard of it. What is CYOA? Okay, Blaster Master I did play on Nintendo. But I'm not sure what CYOA is.
Hello there.
Eternal Sandwich. It's good to see you. You get to see me look a different way than probably you've ever seen me look before. I do not dress up like this while playing World of Warcraft, by the way. Just when I'm building Medieval Blacksmith. Eternal Sandwich, he's one of the officers in my World of Warcraft guild. He's a great guy. And his girlfriend actually did all the graphics for me. So all the intros, the outros, my banner page, my profile picture, all of that. Good stuff. And that's Blood Artiste on Discord. I actually have her info in my About Me stuff for the channel. The evoker that I probably won't be playing next season. And could you imagine a costume like that? That would be pretty hilarious to see. Lo-fi beats. Yeah, I actually usually play some pretty cool synth for my Star Wars stuff, but since I'm not building Star Wars stuff tonight, it's ye old tavern music, I think is what the playlist is. So this is what I'm doing tonight instead of being wild responsible and running some keys for a class that is to be determined at this point. For all of those that aren't familiar with World of Warcraft, we're getting ready to enter in a new season, new raids. So we've got some exciting content coming out again. There's someone in my guild that would be so... In fact, I'm going to have to screenshot this chat later so I can put it in guild chat, because he's going to love what you said about Ultima Online. Oh, yeah, actually, you're right. I would probably get a copyright strike for that. You know, I've never heard of that. Yeah, I know. He's going to say that Ultima Online's about to be mainstream again. Are we still recruiting? Oh yeah, I was just kidding about the keys. I wasn't serious about that. I was just making a joke. If we're still recruiting, you can go ahead and throw the link to the recruitment application in the chat, or I can do it later. Our guild is a fantastic wild guild, by the way. I know this is a LEGO stream, but World of Warcraft is still a big part of my life. That's a pretty sound suggestion, but I'm pretty sure a company like EA will just go after everybody all at the same time. Okay. Noted. DKG, DKG, DKG. So, yeah, Eternal Sandwich, this is my first full build out of a non-Star Wars set. So this is kind of a special occasion, hence the costume. Hey, thanks very much for stopping in. And I hope you have a good rest of your night if I don't talk to you later. I'll probably be doing this for about probably another 30 minutes or so. Yeah, thanks again for popping in. Okay, I guess I need to build out some more. You know, actually, I just realized this is taking up a lot of real estate. You guys can't really see what I'm building out right now. This is actually really hard to see. Okay. Stupid reds. So speaking of copyright stuff, I've noticed that some of these music lists on YouTube Music start out fine, and then at some point between the time that the music is put up in the list and the time I get to it, some of the sound has been copyrighted. So when I look at my streams, like almost all of them say like copyright, 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 copyright. It's not like a takedown notice or anything like that, but I will have to remove that music eventually once I get monetized, if I ever get monetized, because whoever owns the copyright to that music will get all the money instead of me, which kind of defeats the point of getting monetized. That's assuming too that I do get monetized. Even if I meet the requirements, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee that YouTube is gonna be like, you know, hey, yeah, your channel's great. We'll make you run some ads on there. They might be like, oh my goodness, you wore a silly costume. No one's gonna watch your stream. No ads for you. Shoot. What would be really cool is if I could actually listen to my music while putting these Legos together, but I just hate that I'm piping music straight into OBS, and because of that, I can't hear the music unless I want to try to hear myself speak, and the delay messes me up. Like I just can't handle hearing what I said like 30 seconds after I said it. Yeah, I hate ads too. but they're ads for me. See, I don't know if this is a dark brown or... I guess it's a regular color brown. Once Upon a Time. Also not a sticker. Molded piece. Love it. So I'm guessing this is like a desk of some sort. I have actually used earbuds to listen to the music, but unfortunately, what happens sometimes, especially when my wife is home, is she will be watching YouTube upstairs on the TV, and she'll be watching YouTube on her laptop, and she'll be watching YouTube on her phone, all different things, and it really sucks the Wi-Fi. So then what happens is like I lose, well, actually I lose the iPad going to the laptop. And why she does this, I don't know. I wonder if this is supposed to be like a bell or something. So are all like castle sets where you've got all these little nuances and details? I assume so. Like, you know, little torches and little books and stuff like that. Okay, now I can tell that's a dark brown. It's like a little torch right before the, right next to the little desk. So two other, is this supposed to be like a bear rug? Seems like this is a bear rug. So I did get the Viking Village, and I did get Medieval Town Square. So those are going to be a couple interesting continuations to this theme that I'll build out. I also got Siege Encampment, which hasn't been released yet, which was the latest Bricklink Series 7. I really wanted that Seaside Harbor, but I took too long to make up my mind if I wanted that set, and it's sold out. Sure seems like this might be a bear rug. Yeah. And it's a black bear too if it's a bear rug. So that's probably even more blacksmith related, because you know it denotes that this guy was the tough guy that he took down Black Bear. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Sorry, I had to interject that since we're on the topic of bears. Does that not look like a bear rug? It really does. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. I love The Office. You know, I know that bear rug, pelt, isn't it really the same thing? They have the ideas set for The Office, but I never picked that up. I think it's retired now, isn't it? Oh, okay. Yes, he couldn't get the what is it? Male versus female, correct? I took 3 years of Spanish in high school. The only options we had were French and Spanish. And I felt like French would be too difficult. So I went the easy route. And by the time I got to really use it, I had forgotten most of it. Don't really know what I'm building right now. I remember very little Spanish. It's just one of the things where if you don't use it, you lose it. I don't really remember very much French either, but I use Duolingo to learn the French. So it's definitely a different means of learning a language. Yeah. Okay, I just caught up to what you were talking about there, Zen. Yeah. The waitress from Benihana. I think there was some controversy over that scene after, like, years after it was released, actually. They actually had a Benihana in Singapore, but we didn't go there because that's kind of like a chain restaurant. We wanted to avoid the chains, which is a little ironic because we ended up going to a chain restaurant, but it was a chain restaurant in Singapore, not like outside of Singapore, which was the Kaya Toast restaurant. Check it out. Oh, I broke it. Come on. It's a chest. Cool. Oh, I'm supposed to stick a pack in there. Supposed to stick a pack in here. I think. Seems like it might be a little too big. Maybe not. And then a compass. Check it out. Little compass. That goes in there too. This better close. Oh, I guess it's not supposed to close. It's supposed to just remain open. Very neat. Yeah, The Office is timeless, and I'm a little sad to say I have not seen all of the British version. I've seen some of it, which is supposed to be, equally timeless in its own right. And I was actually starting to watch the British version of The Office, and then they yanked it from HBO for some reason. All right, this is supposed to snap in. Okay. So that's it for step 9. So if I did my math right, we have 5 bags left. All right. So this is what we have going on now. The pelt, the desk, the chest, and I don't know. I think this is just a part of the roof. So this will, I think, go on top of here, like right here eventually. But we ain't there yet. And I am not going to go on to step 10. because I am going to go upstairs and go to sleep. That was pretty good. 3 hours and 16 minutes. Sometimes it doesn't really feel like it's been that long because you guys, help make things go so quick. No, you're right. It doesn't hold a candle to the American version. You're right. No, that can't be the shadow of a spider. So, anyways, guys, thanks very much for being here for this, and I'm so glad that you guys did show up because I was a little nervous that some of you all wouldn't show up because it's not a Star Wars related stream. But I have I have faith that when I build out all these UCS sets, that I'll still have a channel because you guys will still be watching, and I'm very grateful for you guys stopping by and keeping me company. Tomorrow, same time, 6 o'clock. I may go a little late or I may start early just to make sure that I get everything built out tomorrow. Oh, really? Monday, we're going to start with Assault on Hoth, and I have no idea how long that will take. But as soon as Assault on Hoth is done, then it will be. I think the TIE Fighter is after that, and then after the TIE Fighter is Slave One, and then after Slave One, I think we're going to do a little something different again, kind of break up the UCS sets just a little bit. But I don't know what it's going to be yet. I don't know if it's going to be a castle mock. I'd like to get the acclimator mock built. I just have to order the pieces. I've been looking at a 5,000 piece acclimator, so it's going to be a fairly large scale. Not as big as the Venator, but it's going to be fairly large. I just gotta get that all pieced out. If I can't get that pieced out in time and we decide that we're going to do a mock, then I'll probably do one of the castle mocks because I have all the pieces for that. So, anyways, again, I appreciate you guys. If you are new to the channel and like what you see, give a like and a subscribe. Um, I will talk to you all tomorrow evening. Have a good night, and I have thought about that, but I don't know if someone wants to watch an old man play WoW poorly, which is why I haven't I haven't streamed any of my our guild raids. But I think it's something that I might be able to do in the future. I'm just not sure if it would fit in well with the Lego stuff. I might have to start a separate gaming channel for that. But anyways, uh, you all have a good night, and I will